Hey Dan, how you doing?
Hey Nick.
Here at SynthFest.
Good, thanks.
You're my first video of the day. You'll be pleased
thank
to know.
you. It's a privilege.
And I'm glad it's something that is as lovely as this. So the
Oh,
Mark
thank
VIII,
you.
we see you every time here.
We do.
You're just down the road, right?
Yeah, just in Leeds, where our busy factory is building Mark VIIIs. Yeah, and this is one of the beautiful examples with the our solid walnut case and sparkle gold top, black front panel, all made using local manufacturers. Yeah, we take a lot of pride in our pianos. We've got the Steinway Kluger keyboard as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're here showing the effects model this year.
Yeah, because this took a little while to come to life, didn't it?
It did. It took a lot. It's taken a lot of work to get it right and to optimize the circuitry specifically for the Rhodes. You know, we wanted to keep noise levels low and make sure it had the most sort of beautiful signal path we could make possible.
So, I mean, obviously, you're a great player. So,
thank you.
Let's have a little bit of what it could do.
Yeah.
Right?
So this is a bit of the chorus sound. I've actually got this assigned to an expression pedal down here, so I can do kind of almost like you had a mod wheel, but on a pedal. So
you could speed it up.
Yeah, it's a really nice little trick that it can do. You know, we tried to make an instrument that's as hands-on as possible, so you can do a lot with the sound with the pedals and, you know, all the various features on board. So
that's sort of classic. I mean, how weird can you get with those effects?
Yeah, pretty weird actually. So all the effects we've tried to push beyond what would normally be heard with them. So, you know, the chorus can go do those kind of really wobbly things, and then you can just flip it back to like a more musical kind of sound just with the pedal. Again with a phaser, you can go quite extreme with the rates and the depth. And then you can run chorus and phaser together, which is quite an interesting sound as well.
Oh no, it's quite classic.
And then once you, these are all analog effects. So the chorus is stereo bucket brigade. The phaser is VCA 4-stage. The delay is bucket brigade, and the compressor's VCA as well.
Right, okay, so it's analog circuitry in there.
All analog, yeah. So the delay's really beautiful as well. And you can kind of get pseudo short reverb sounds as well. And then real crazy drones as well.
Nice. I'm getting some interference on my radio mics, folks. That's not the Rhodes. I'd just like to point out there's just a lot of RF in this room.
So yeah, the delay, you can do all those sort of classic 1970s.
Oh, that's nice.
Kind of Herbie Hancock style sweeps.
Yeah.
And really spin it out into other crazy territories as well. Then when you couple it with the Varipan circuit, which can do kind of ring modulation type effects as well, you can do things that you wouldn't normally expect to hear from an electromechanical instrument.
Yeah.
It's kind of like an electromechanical synth, really.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's just an example of some of the more crazy things that it
Nice.
can do. But of course, it can do all the classic, classic things as well, which it's just really nice having it all on board and self-contained in one place. So the panning can go right from up there, right down to your sort of classic stereo panning with chorus and phaser. Sorry, that's phaser. Chorus.
That's a really deep vibrato as well, isn't it? So
I'll add a bit of bass into the EQ. Yeah, you can go really, really extreme left and right, or more subtle.
Oh, that's nice. What a lovely introduction to my filming today. I feel nice and relaxed.
I'm glad you enjoyed that, yeah.
So, I mean, this isn't a budget instrument, we know that. I mean,
no.
But I'm guessing, how's demand? How's supply and demand? Are you managing to keep up? I mean, where are you with? You manage to keep up with demand for these things?
Yeah, we are. I mean, we're expanding carefully. We've got currently we're around a 10 to 12 month waiting list. Yeah, as you can imagine, with an instrument like this, it's so complex to build. It's hard unless you've been to the factory to sort of get your head around just how complicated it is. And essentially, you're building something as complex as an acoustic piano,
but with
like very complex analog synth circuitry as well together. So bringing that all together is quite a big task, But yeah, we're doing really well, and the instrument has blown away our expectations in terms of
because
sales.
People are very picky about, and I guess it's like with synths as well, isn't it? Two Prophet 5s won't sound the same, two JP8s won't sound the same.
Exactly.
I guess you get the same. How did you choose which one to faithfully, sound like, I suppose?
Yeah, I mean, we just what I did was during the R&D process, I've got a collection of about 12 different models from different eras.
Yeah, because you restored, I
used to restore and still do bits of that occasionally. And I set them all up to the highest level I could set them up, and then we kind of just pick the best bits from each era that we could.
And try and encompass all of it.
Yeah, and try to encompass all of it. And you can take any of the parts within the Mark VIII and put them into pretty much any era of old Rhodes, and it will blend really, really nicely.
Interesting.
So, we are going to be, we are selling spare parts for all models as well. So you could take a Tine from the Mark VIII and put it in a 1979 Mark II, and it would sit perfectly amongst that. Or you could put it in an earlier model as well. So we feel it's kind of like the best of all Rhodes worlds, really.
Interesting.
Encompassed in one unit, yeah.
Well, I'm not going to even ask the price. I'm just say go to the site and check it out. I mean,
Yeah.
It's cheaper than a grand piano, that's for sure.
It absolutely is.
Dan, thank you so much. It's a real pleasure talking to you.
It's a pleasure. Thanks, Nick, as always. Cheers.